Hello guys, this is L.K. Tripathi from LPM Public School. Very good afternoon. Today we shall discuss about chapter 13, that is temperate grassland. What is temperate grassland? Where is this grassland found? The facts of this chapter, this topic will come out through discussion. So let's get started. See the images and identify the types of flora and fauna. Different types of flora and fauna you can see in the picture in the temperate grassland. The climate of this grassland is absolutely moderate. This grassland is found in the temperate region, which lies beyond the tropical areas in the northern hemisphere. These grasslands are known as the prairies in North America and the steppes in Eurasia. North America and Eurasia. Eurasia means Europe and Asia, the part of Europe and Asia. The grassland is known as prairies. Where? In the northern hemisphere. In the North America and the steppes in Eurasia. In the southern hemisphere, they are known as the pampas in South America, Wales in Africa, and downs in Australia. The major grasslands are found in this part of the world and they are referred by these different names which you just knew. Now let's see the condition of the prairies, what type of life they experience. The physical base. Prairie is a French word which means meadow or grassland. This is a French word. Prairie is a French word जिसकी मीनिंग है meadow कह सकते हैं या इसको grassland कहते हैं. The prairies of North America are located between the foothills of the Rocky Mountains in the west and the Great Lakes and Appalachian Highlands in the east. They are dotted with extensive and undulating plains, and the land reaches the height of about 900 meters in the west along the slope of the Rocky Mountains and slopes gently towards the east. A number of lakes and rivers flow through the prairies, such as Lake Winnipeg, Lake Manitoba, etc. and river Saskatchewan, Athabasca, Red, Missouri and Mississippi. These are the main rivers flowing through the way, and many types of lakes also there, lakes, rivers rich in all these water bodies. They provide an assured supply of water for irrigation in the region. These temperate grasslands cover the provinces of Alberta, Saskatchewan and Manitoba in Canada and the states of Montana. North and South Dakota, Wyoming and Minnesota in USA. Today, however, the original prairie grasslands have been cleared to make way for the cultivation of wheat and corn for commercial purposes and pastoral farming. For all these types of activities, this site is suitable. Soil of this region is rich, no doubt about that. That is very fertile. Soil is black in color, just like the Cernozem, which is found in the steppe grasslands of Russia. That is also well suited for cultivation. In this way, the soil of this region is best suited for commercial purposes. Different types of pastoral farming and other type of agricultural activities are performed in this region. Next, that is climate. What type of climate is there in this region? Let's get it. Due to the presence of the Rocky Mountains to the west and their location in the heart of North America, the prairies have a continental temperate type of climate with extreme temperatures. The temperature of this place is very hot due to Rocky Mountains which cover the western part of the country and location also the heart of North America, that is there. And prairies have a continental temperate type of climate. It has the continental temperate type of climate, not oceanic type of climate, and the temperature is extreme. Summers are warm and humid with temperatures around 30 degrees Celsius. Summer is comparatively warmer in this region. Temperature increases up to more than 30 degrees Celsius, while winters are extremely cold, bringing the temperature below freezing point. But the winters, that is extremely cold, it goes up to the freezing point. Rainfall decreases from east to west and from south to north. The rainfall is low from east to west and south to north. The average annual rainfall is about 50 centimeters. Since the prairies lie in the rain shadow area of the Rocky Mountains and also because of the distance from the sea. Most of the rainfall is received during spring and summer, while snowfall occurs in winter. The warm Chinook, that is a local wind blowing from the area, blows down the eastern slopes of the Rockies in late winter and early spring and helps to melt the snow. Now natural vegetation, what type of natural vegetation is there? Little rainfall suitable for the growth of grasses, shrubs and desert xerophytes. Towards the eastern side, the grass is taller and turns coarse and short towards the west. The grass, however, widens and dies during autumn and in winter. The grassland is bare, covered with snow. On the slopes of mountains and along the water courses, trees such as willows, poplars, and alders are commonly found. Wildlife: rabbits, coyotes or prairie wolves, bison, prairie dogs, antelopes, etc. constitute the wildlife in these grasslands. Besides, there are birds like eagles, hawks, and owls. They are found there. Goats, sheep, and cattle are reared throughout the grasslands due to the abundance of grass. Life of the people. The nomadic or prairie Indians were the original inhabitants of these temperate grasslands. No doubt about that. The life of people of this region is extremely not good, you can say. Nobody like the prairies. Indians were the original inhabitants of this temperate grassland. It is somehow true. It is found in the history also. People going from India to that side for the labor activities and lived there. They settled there. Now observe this, be a researcher. What is Chinook? About the Chinook, we shall come to know. Chinook is a warm wind blowing from the ocean into the interior regions of the Pacific Northwest, which raises the winter temperature. A strong Chinook can make 1 foot deep snow almost vanish in one day. The snow partly melts and partly evaporates in the dry wind. Find out the Chinook is beneficial to the people of prairies. If so, how? Now we have to find out the truth about the Chinook. Is that really beneficial for the people who live in the prairie regions? If it is true, then how? So we can say Chinook is a सीजनल विंड which blow in the area just like लू. जैसे हमारे देश में लू चलती है उसी तरह से ये प्रेरीज में चिनूक चलती है. Now we shall go to observe the map. See the ice cap. Tundra region this is. You can see left to this Atlantic Ocean, that is very useful and important ocean for the transportation activities. Tundra region and taiga. Taiga you can observe, that is absolute green. Greenery is there. Prairie is also there. That is grassland. Big grassland, that is up key. Now observe the key. Mark and color is separate given there. Tundra, coniferous forest, temperate mixed forest, tropical rainforest, warm temperate forest, temperate grasslands, Mediterranean vegetation, desert vegetation, mountain vegetation. Different types of vegetations are there. Through the colors and marks you can see here. A map showing the prairie region in North America. Here we shall observe this is topic of cancer. Topic of cancer passes from the side. All major bodies of this region you are finding there. Tundra region is rich in grass. So, desert vegetation, a huge desert in the African world you can find here. That is the desert of Sahara, coniferous forest, temperate grassland, warm temperate forest. All these types are there on the map which you have to observe accordingly. Or when your physical class will start, I will explain there. Wildlife, see different types of wildlife is there in these regions. They survive and they get their habitation, get their survival in this region. Mostly the wildlife इसमें क्या क्या मिलते हैं? Rabbits हैं यहाँ, coyotes हैं, prairie wolves, they are dangerous in nature. Bison, that is very popular. This is a buffalo of prairie region. Prairie dogs, antelopes, etc. constitute the wildlife in these grasslands. ये सारे जो है इस ग्रासलैंड में पाए जाते हैं, बहुत मतलब इन प्लेंटी नंबर ऑफ, बहुत ज़्यादा मात्रा में इनकी उपलब्धता है यहाँ पे. इसके अलावे देयर आर बर्ड्स लाइक ईगल्स, हॉक्स एंड आउल्स. दे आर आल्सो फाउंड हियर इन डिफरेंट वे. Goats, sheep and cattle are reared. इनका यहाँ पर पशुपालन किया जाता है, जैसे गोट्स हैं, sheep हैं. And all the years the grasslands due to the abundance of grass. Due to availability of grass, these types of animals or birds live here, they survive here and they migrate here. Also see a glimpse about the natural vegetation again. See the natural vegetation. Little rainfall suitable for the growth of grasses. जहाँ पर कम बारिश होती है, ग्रास के लिए बहुत ही सुटेबल होती है. और डेजर्ट जीरोफाइट्स होती है, चाहे श्रब्स होती हैं, उनके लिए भी बहुत ही ज़्यादा उपयोगी है, सुटेबल है. नेक्स्ट क्या है? टुवार्ड्स द ईस्टर्न साइड द ग्रास इज टालर. ईस्टर्न साइड में ग्रास टालर है, और जैसे टर्न करते हैं कोर्स की तरफ, वेस्ट में ये क्या है? शार्ट है, शार्ट इन साइज. द ग्रास हाउएवर वाइडर एंड डाइज ड्यूरिंग ऑटम एंड इन विंटर. ऑटम और विंटर में ख़त्म हो जाती हैं. इस तरह से ऑन द स्लोप्स ऑफ माउंटेन्स and along the water courses, trees such as willows, poplar and alders are commonly found. These types of trees and willows, poplars, like willows, poplars, alders, they are found commonly here. So, in conclusion, we can say the different types of grasslands are found in this region and rich in all such types of varieties of flora, fauna, wildlife and so on. So the rest we shall discuss in the next video. Till then, goodbye.